Hello all, and welcome to another episode on the CeL-ed channel, Thursday with Farid. Okay, this week we'll talk about this funny looking thing. Okay, it's called the QR code. Okay, you may have noticed that QR code has been used in a lot of places. If you if you are at the bus stop, you may see advertisements that have QR codes, and if you have gone to shopping, you can see QR codes all over the places, right? And what are these QR codes actually? Actually, QR codes, they contain information, and when people scan on that, right, they can be brought to the URL, to the information that has been embedded in this code. Okay, for example, if you have bought maybe a bottle of Pepsi or other drinks, right, we can see they have a QR code there. Okay, so if you scan on that, they will give you information pertaining to whatever that have embedded in that code. And there's one more that's over at my boss's door. So if you drop by CeL, you can always scan on that and see what's contained in that code. And the other one is in posters. Okay, typically for us, we use a lot of QR codes. And for this case, where this code actually brings them to the registration site where they can sign up for these workshops. Okay, so we use a lot of QR codes. So the question becomes, how then we track scans on these QR codes? Because if you have used that in several places, how do we know that people have access information via this QR code that we have embedded in our publicity material? Alright, so that's what we're going to talk about this week. Okay, typically it's a two-step process. For this demo, I'll be only focusing on URL because in like what I said before, information that's embedded in QR code can be email address, can be text information, but for this case, I'll talk only about URL. Okay, first we need to create the URL, and typically a shortened URL. I'll explain to you in a while why is the shortened URL. And after which then we use the create or use the QR code. Okay, so in this demo I'll be using bit.ly and Google to show how this is being done. Okay, let's go to the we'll go to bit.ly first. So if you have bit.ly, you can log into your bit.ly. So for example, we are going to have an e-fiesta next year February. So I'm going to share this with other people through our publicity, and I'm going to embed a QR code, right? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this URL, I'm going to copy that, and then I move over to my bit.ly and paste it here to get the shortened URL. Okay, so there you go, and I'm going to change that as e-fiesta 2014. Alright, save it. So I close it. Okay, so there you go. I actually tested just now, so that's one click. Okay, so now we have created a shortened URL, but I'm not going to share this URL. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the QR code. In bit.ly, to get the QR code, just click on the view stats here. And then click on this, move over your mouse over, it'll show you get QR code. So just click on that, so it'll give you that QR code. Okay, so now let's go back to the stats and see as of today there's one click. This is what I tested just now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use my mobile device and I'm going to scan on that. So when we go back to the stats, it should increase to 2. Okay, so let me scan on that. So I'm going to use my mobile device and use the QR code scanner. Scan that, go online. There you go. So I got that. So I access the e-fiesta page through the QR code that has been created. So now let's go back to the stats in Bitly, refresh it. There you go. That's the new access that has been um, accessed via the scan or the QR code. So we have 1 and 2 today. So that's how you can use Bitly to create the QR code using the shortener, and then you can scan the number of scans that is on the QR code that you have created for the eFiesta. Okay, now let's switch over to uh, Google. There you go, goo.gl. Okay, let's do the same. I'm going to track this eFiesta, so I'm going to copy this, and then I move over to the shortener. I'm going to paste it here and get the shortened URL. Alright, so it's been created already. Again, I'm not going to share this URL with anybody. I'm going to get, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the QR code. Here, just click on the details. There you go, you get the QR code. You can see that the total click is 0 now, right? But let me scan that. So, see, I'm going to scan. So I got that. Go online. See? Alright. So I have actually accessed this page again through the code. This one. So let's refresh. There you go. The total clicks is 1 already. So that's how you can create the QR code and track the number of clicks in Google, right? And if you scroll down, you can see it gives you other information like the kind of browser that I use, the platform. Likewise for Bitly, it has other information as well, you see, from where, number of clicks, so on and so forth. Okay, but something that you really need to take note when you are doing this, that is, if you are actually you are only tracking specifically for QR code scans, do not publicize or share the shortened URL. Okay, reason being, if you share the URL and people access via clicking, via the mouse click, it will add to the number, to the stats together with the QR code scan. So you won't have a unique number or a unique stats only for your QR code scans. So do remember, if you want to track only for QR code scans, do not share the URL with other folks. Alrighty, so that's about for this week. Hope you have that's meaningful for you. Till next time, see ya, bye bye.